cattle parade.
They call it the greatest show on earth, and once again the Royal Highland has lived up to expectations.
It's been tremendous. It always is, the Highland show. It's our annual holidays and it's a fantastic show.
There's definitely a good feel about the show, particularly among the farming customers, and signs are that there's certainly optimism out there, so it looks good for the future, and I think the show will continue to grow and meet the needs of their audience.
Livestock, trade stands and crowds are all at capacity, and Scottish farmers really feel they've got the support of their government.
We've managed to keep some of the big diseases out of Scotland, and we're trying to eradicate those we have in Scotland, and that's good money for the primary producers, livestock sector in particular. So I think we've got a pro-rural, pro-agricultural policy which has gone down well with the rural communities.
By and large, the SNP government has done a good job for farming. There's a lot of natural benefits. One of them is, of course, shortened lines of communication now that agriculture is a devolved subject.
I've found this current Scottish government very user-friendly, as you might say, and I find that when you bring your concerns to them, they will actually try and help and they'll listen to you.
Scotland has distinctive needs, and we've tried to give our rural communities, our farming industry, a distinctive voice and distinctive solutions to some of the big challenges facing Scottish agriculture, and to grasp some of these big opportunities as well. So that's why we argued, for instance, for the devolution of the animal health budget, because we've got a slightly different agenda north of the border. We've got a completely different animal health profile, different problems, different opportunities, and that's why we want to control the budget as well as the policy.
We will put the interests of Scottish agriculture first and last and always in European negotiations. That is, I will make the political point, at variance with the UK government's view, where the UK government's view about the EU budget, about animal transport, about a number of real practical nuts and bolts issues is different to ours.
But the government hasn't lived up to expectations for every sector.
They have to push hard on the young entrant scheme, though, I would say. They promised a lot of money for the young entrant scheme. I think SNP promised 10 million last year, and there's not really been a lot done for it. I would say it's been more aimed at farmers' sons rather than people trying to get into farming that don't have farming background, like myself.
I think the dairy industry has been left a bit behind, and they can't negotiate with the supermarkets to get a fair price. They seem to be the part of the industry that's suffering most.
But as far as the English and Welsh are concerned, Scotland's farmers are the favoured ones.
I notice with the Scottish, you're more of an independent, you're by yourselves. With Wales, we're having trouble with TB, and we're trying to clear it up. And till a few months ago, we thought we had cleared it up. All of a sudden, now things have changed, and they've banned the cull. I think they don't care, that putting cattle down, and I think it's all political.
They're now getting for the TB-free status and IBI schemes, and we don't seem to get those schemes. And when we're marketing cattle, we haven't this freedom as the Scottish farmers have.
They always think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. But obviously we've all got the same problems, doesn't matter where we are in the country. I think we're fortunate that we've got a government that listen, and you hear that from quite a number of colleagues south of the border, that how lucky we are a government that listens.
In the main ring, all ears and eyes were focused on the Supreme Beef Championship. Jonathan, you're reporting for Farmers Weekly on the results here today. Was it the right choice?
Perfect choice. A tremendous bull of his breed, good locomotion, good top on him, been a good bull all season and come ahead and done the job today.
Right, and he's been winning all over England.
Yeah, he was winning at East of England last week. He was interbreed champion there under a Limousin judge. He's won today under a Charolais judge. He's just a bull for all seasons.
Right, OK, so no surprises
then?
No
surprises at all.
It was a year of good weather, record attendances and an industry on the up. And although farmers are satisfied with an SNP government, when it comes to independence, they're not so sure.
I don't think I would vote for independence.
Why not?
I would be scared of the results in the end. It might not work out.
I would like more independence in as much as I would like to see them be the people who represent us in Europe, rather than depending on DEFRA, who don't necessarily care about the north of Scotland.
I'm not convinced about independence either way, and I would like a bit more time to think it out. I think more independence would do us a lot of good, especially in fighting our corner in Europe.
I shall reserve my position, as the politicians would say.